Welcome to Storytime with Tim, sharing my stories of long ago, back on the old porch, bloodhounds and all my relatives telling stories about fishing and all kinds of stuff. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, leave comments, hit the notification bell if you like. Give me a like, hit the old hand thing, and let your friends and family, and your doggies too, know about Storytime with Tim on my YouTube. Below the video, you'll see a thing that says more. Click on that, opens up the description of the video. It has my merch store that's brand new, Amazon store that I have, my disclaimer, and some other things in there. So click on the link for my merch store, help support the channel, and let your friends know about it too. So let's get going on story time. Hey, today I'm going to do a story about my brother Tom and my nephew's first hunting trip. My brother Tom, he had a lot of boys, and he had 4 boys from his first marriage and a couple more from his next, and then my niece came along last out of all that. Well, I pity her. Anyway, so as each boy got to a certain age, my brother Tom was he was a hunter, and he'd like to go by himself. He wasn't the kind that liked to take people with him, but he took his sons one at a time as they got to a certain age out for their first hunting trip. Okay, and then after that they could do whatever they wanted after that. But he wanted to at least have them, get them out there, get the experience, of what it's like to hunt for deer. And that's strictly what he did, was deer hunt. He wasn't into elk and all the other stuff, but whitetail deer. So anyway, he my last nephew from his first marriage, it was his time to go hunting with his dad. And I don't think it was Chris. It was I think it was Teddy, or maybe Terry. I think Terry was older. It had to have been Teddy. So anyway, he told Teddy, "Hey, we're gonna go hunting. It's your time, And Teddy was so excited about going hunting with his dad, and more so to be with his dad and the camping aspect of it. I don't think he was too hot on the deer hunting part of it. So anyway, they got ready, they packed up, got everything ready, and he was so excited he just couldn't even sleep. He was so excited to get out there and go hunting with his dad. And the trip from this area over to the Eniad area over by Lake Chelan, that's a few hours to drive, hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever, to get over there. And so they got set up, got over there, and then they started getting everything all set up, and that took a lot of time, pitching the tent and getting the water, set up and boiling, and make coffee or whatever, And Tom said, "Hey, I'm going to take you up to where I sit." My brother's version of hunting was get a big old poncho on, and his wool hat and all that, because sometimes it would snow up there, and it was pretty cold. So he get all his stuff ready, and he said, anyway, so he told Teddy, he says, before we get ready for, fixing some dinner here, let's go out and I'll show you where we're going to hunt, And he said, we'll grab the guns, let's go out there just in case there's something there, So they weren't too far from the campground to where the valley was, and my brother would just sit there for like 2 weeks in the snow sometimes. He wouldn't move around. He would just sit there and wait for the deer to come to him, So they got up there, and then got up to the ridge and quietly got up there, and they looked down, and there was 2 deer right there. And Tom said, well, let's shoot them, you know. So Teddy got his, and my brother got his, and they went down, they cleaned it, you know, and got it all ready to take home with them, and and got it strapped to the car. You know, he said, we're gonna have to take them home, you know. It's not cold enough, the meat's gonna go bad, we're done, we got our 2 deer. And so he says, let's tear her down and let's go home. And Teddy was just so disappointed. He was just, you know, all that work, you know, and he wasn't really that interested in the deer, you know, to brag about, I guess, but he just wanted to spend time with his dad. So they got home, and everybody was at, how'd it go? And he says, it kind of sucked. And he said, well, did you get your deer? Oh yeah, I got my deer. But he said, we were there for like 15, 20 minutes, and that was it, you know. The fire hadn't even got warm yet. So anyway, that was my nephew's first hunting trip. So hopefully you enjoyed this story. I got plenty more. So please subscribe and leave comments. Thanks.